back to my YouTube channel, and if you guys read the title down below, you already know what we are getting in today. I'm going to be cooking. We are going to be making macaroni and cheese. I'm making some yams. I'm making shrimp, and I'm making cornbread muffins. Okay, now for my sweet potatoes, I already have them already situated and prepared. I already put them in this aluminum foil pan. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put my seasonings and my little spices and stuff up in there. So I'm using brown sugar. I have some brown sugar here. I have some vanilla extract, and then I have some cinnamon, and then I put butter on top, and then I just throw it in the oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and just make these yams to my liking. So you can use however much that you want to use. I use to my liking. So I'm gonna put my brown sugar in here. I use a few good scoops. And then I'm going to just, like I said, I'm going to eyeball my vanilla extract. I cook a lot and I bake a lot, so I don't really need no tablespoons or nothing like that. Like, I can eyeball my things, and if you cook a lot, you can usually eyeball it. So I'm gonna eyeball that and put that in there. Then I'm going to add in my ground cinnamon. You don't really need a lot of cinnamon. All right, so this is how the pan of the yams look. Okay, so now that I have mixed up my yams and I added the butter on top, I'm just gonna wait for that to go into the oven along with my macaroni and cheese. Now that I have prepared my yams, just waiting for them to go into the oven, I'm going to start my macaroni and cheese. The water is boiling, so I'm gonna add in my noodles. This is the pasta that I use. So we're gonna put this into the water. Just so that my noodles are not sticking together, I'm gonna add in some vegetable oil. I usually use coconut oil, but I don't have that right now. So I'm gonna use just some regular vegetable oil. And you don't need a lot of this at all. Just add in a little bit, just a little to keep it from not sticking. And then I'm gonna stir it. I'm gonna go ahead and let that come to a boil, and I'm gonna mix it like every 5-10 minutes or so. And because you are making 3 different things, I usually like to put the oven on 375, not 400, because the macaroni and cheese is going in there, the yams is going in there, and you don't want them to burn. And then the cornbread muffins. Okay, now I'm about to start my cornbread muffins. I use the Jiffy brand. This is the honey one. I don't use the original one because it has pork in it, and I don't eat pork. And y'all, I'm sorry if this video is kind of all over the place. This is my first cooking video, and I'm trying to make everything work. I don't have a lot of counter space, so I'm making it do what it is. Alright, so we're gonna put that into the bowl. And when you're cooking, make sure you clean as you go, so you don't have much to clean when you're done. What I'm doing right now is I'm getting the chunks out of here so it's a little bit smoother. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my 1 egg for this. You need 1/3 cup of milk. Eyeball it, don't put too much, don't put too little. That should be good. So now I'm about to get started on preparing my macaroni and cheese so that it can go into the oven. I'm gonna mix up my noodles one more time, and they're actually almost ready. In this little mixing bowl, I'm going to crack in 2 eggs. I'm gonna get my milk. I'm gonna add in 2 2 cups of milk. So 1, 2. Alright. So now that I have my eggs, my 2 eggs, my 2 cups of milk into the bowl, I'm gonna add the seasonings. I'm gonna add in my black pepper, sea salt, parsley flakes, and then my cheeses. I usually get the block cheese and I just cut it up. But again, I don't really feel like doing that, so I just bought some bag cheese that's already shredded. It just makes it a piece of cake. So let me go ahead and add in my salt. Just go ahead and open up the side. Salt. And then I'm gonna add in my parsley flakes, just a little bit, because I add some on top once it's done. And then I'm gonna add in the pepper. Now that I have in my milk, eggs, and seasonings, I'm gonna go ahead and drain my noodles because they are ready. So I'm gonna strain my noodles. So I'm gonna add in my eggs, milk, and my seasonings to my cheese. Now I'm gonna add in my cheese. So this is 4 cups of cheese, but the way I like to do it, I like to melt it all the way in, and then I like to add the cheese on top. So I'm gonna put all this cheese. Cheddar jack cheese into the pot, and that's enough because I'm going to use the rest of this to put it on top. Now that I have my macaroni and cheese in the oven, I have my yams in the oven, my cornbread muffins in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my shrimp. I'm gonna show you guys what I do, how I season it. So let's go ahead and get started with the shrimp. What I'm using is a black pepper. I am using parsley flakes. This is my favorite seasoning of all time. Sea salt, and I'm going to be using some Old Bay. Oh, and I use butter when I am cooking shrimp. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on the stove on a 5. Let's go ahead and put some butter in there, like 1 tablespoon of butter. And it actually says it on the side of the, I think this is upside down. It actually says it on the side of the stick. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, and so on. So I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of butter. Here is my shrimp. I have already rinsed my shrimp off, so I'm gonna just wait for this to heat up so that we can go ahead and put the shrimp into the pan. Alright, so now the butter is nice and hot. We're gonna go ahead and add in the shrimp. Okay, now let's add in the shrimp. We're going to add in our seasoning. So the cornbread muffins here, the macaroni and cheese here. We have the yams, and we also have the shrimp. And this is dinner. Okay guys, well that is the end of my cooking vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.